starting this video with a smile. Why? Because of us in the human form. We can be very funny. Have you noticed? While we're alive, especially those who kind of shake the foundation, we are accused, we are judged, we are condemned, and oftentimes executed, not to say crucified. And the reason why I'm saying this, I mean, this is all over the world. No matter who you are, what kind of country you live in, your culture, we're all the same. All the same. While we're alive, we have all kinds of faults. Once you're dead, you are the most wonderful person. You became a saint. The reason why I'm saying this is because John McCain died not too long ago. Someone I don't know much about. But looking at him, there was some goodness I could see in the personality. Not that I went into depth like I'm going today, okay, and share it with you. Donald Trump attacked him, put him down like dirt on the floor, and you know more than I do, probably. And suddenly he was such a good man, he was such a good this and that and that and blah 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 blah. That's why I'm smiling, because we're funny. We are really, really funny. John McCain just passed away a few days ago. And it's always interesting, and no matter what country you live in, no matter what kind of society you are with, this always happens. Always. See, while you're alive, you are accused, you are judged, you are condemned, and then you are crucified. Once you're dead, you are sanctified. You become, oh, he was such a wonderful person. So why I'm saying this, it's because of what Donald Trump, among a few others, said about John McCain. While he was alive, he was this, he was that, and he was sometimes put down, like really down on the floor as dirt. And now he's dead. Suddenly he was a wonderful person. Well, that's us human beings, dancing through life, being controlled by fear, doubt, victim, guilt, and so on, by the ego. Anyway, I am going to share with you a quick reading about who he was, and what strikes me right off the bat is where he was at when he died. I see this happen many times, many times. But by no means I want you to think or feel that the next time you hit your birth year, you are going to die. Okay? So please stick with me. It doesn't mean that. It means, to my reading, to my intuitive reading, that when you die in the same year you were born, your mission was accomplished in a very, very profound and meaningful way. Meaningful way to who? To your soul, to your spirit, to that which is you that decided, that planned this life. That's my reading, okay? I'm going to show you. See, he was born the 29th, which is an 11, of August, which is an 8. 1936, which is a 19. 19 makes 10, 10 makes 1. So, look at this. 11 plus 8 plus 1 equals to 20. And 20 becomes 2. His life path, his journey is a 2. His personality is an 11. Okay? An 11. These numbers here, don't get confused. I put them there because that's the periods we go through. We go through 3 periods and 4 pinnacles. I will explain that later. Now, the point I want to make, and that's what struck me from the beginning, is 11, 8, 1, 22. And he passed away the 25th of August, 2018, not too long ago. Now, look what happened here. 29 makes 11, 8 remains 8, 2017, which is 2 plus 1 plus 7 is 10, 10 makes 1. So 11, 8, 1, 22. 11, 8, 1, 22. And then you said, no, Antonio, you're wrong. We're in 2018. Well, I am. Probably you are too. Not him. Not him. Because he died before his birthday. See, you only change year at your birthday. I mean, you don't enter January 1st and you change your age. You gotta wait for your next birthday, right? So, that's the same sequence. That's the same sequence. He died in his year of birth. So that tells me that he accomplished very well what he came here to accomplish. And that no matter what you think or what I think, because what we think is really a program and not really us. We really need to meditate on that. Who's thinking what I'm thinking and who's doing what I'm doing? Meditate on that. And then feel the answer. Your head could ask the question, but your head can never, ever answer. You have to feel it, okay? You have to feel it. Now, let's do the reading of this man. From 0 to 34 years of age. When I say 34 years of age, it's 34 complete, which means 35 minus a day. So we could say from 0 to 35. He lived under what we call a karma ceiling, memory, which was in 19. And a lot of things happened to him. He was a prisoner of war, he was a POW. And I think he went through some things, almost died a couple of times. So this is all about losses, it's all about complications that he had to go through until 35. 35 he began a new pinnacle, which was off karma. It was off karma. But now let's go and go further in the reading. What was he motivated about? Before I go down in the pinnacles, let's see what he's about, okay? So his journey, his life path, his destiny is about two. The energy two. What is the energy two? You and I, us, the diplomatic, friends. We work better together. Let's stick together. Think about others. So he was a man with a very high. See, I'm not saying he was able to express it. Even though in his code, he has everything for him to express himself in a very, very clear, convincing way. You see, his inner desires is a 3. That's his social image. And it's all about communication. It's all about, I have something interesting to say. Okay, say what? What he channels. So is an 11 personality, character. 11 is all about intelligence. It's all about channeling, enlightenment. So what he communicates is very, very profound, channeled information, vision, and he does want to share it with people. Now he's motivated by one, and that's his first pinnacle. Remember, we're not talking about the card, we're talking about the pinnacle itself. 1 and 1. So he's motivated by being a leader. Anything connected to autonomy, self-sufficient, self-confidence, and so on. Well, he was a pilot. He was he was somebody. Really, he was somebody. So that the courage, you know, the courage necessary to fly in combat. I don't think I have that courage. I don't have those numbers, but he does. He did. So the one gives him the courage to go, to serve. See, go, but to serve. It's always about the whole. And as we know very well, Americans are very, very patriotical. Very. So he did believe that what he was doing was for a good cause. It doesn't mean he's right, but that's his truth. He did believe he was doing the right thing. And maybe he did. I don't follow politics. Okay. Because his life path is a 2. That's his destiny. 2 is very sensitive. Takes everything to heart. Everything. But that's not all. When you look at 29, which is day of birth, which makes an 11, the 11 is also a 2. So this man is highly sensitive. Highly sensitive. Now there's 2 sides to highly sensitive. The positive one is that it gives you the ability to know. See, this clairvoyance, intuition, very profound intuition. You can see things before they happen. You have this gut feeling we talk about. And if I was talking to him, I would tell him, John, follow that feeling. Now, when we talk about high sensitivity, that comes from the 2 and the 11 that also makes 2, we need to take into consideration that the consonants of his name, which is his inner desires, his social image, is a 3. Okay? Now, the 2 is highly sensitive. The 3 is emotional. On the positive, it can lead him to know things before they happen. To be ahead of the game. You know, this feeling oriented. And you could see the way he talked. You never saw him like lose it, or become impulsive, or scattered. The downside to this is that you tend to keep way too much inside for your own good. So highly sensitive and emotional, anything sticks to you. And sooner or later, your health will suffer. Well, we know he died of brain cancer. So obviously, there was a high pressure in his head, like connected to the injustices or whatever happened. So he never ever really overcome those things. Kind of let go, who cares, dance with life. Today is all I have, so I'm going to do the best today. I can't change the world, and the world doesn't want to be changed, so why try? Let it go. Do what you can do today. You know, like live free. Not live free from life, but live free from attachments. Do you understand? Well, I guess he wasn't able to do that. There was a lot of glory in his life, and there was defeat. See, I don't see anything as defeat. I don't. Because life is a journey, life is a dance, and we all know the end. And the end is goodbye. Everybody leaves, no matter what you are or what you think you are. Okay? So he was not able to do that. And, you know, the proof is, he had brain cancer. There was thoughts, rigid thoughts attached to his conscious, to his brain. Now let's go further. When we talk about potential, like what is my potential, my strength, my expression, that comes out of the whole name, vowels and consonants together. And he has the most powerful number, which is a 22. 22. So when you put all this together, look what happens here. His motivation is motivated by 1. 1 is the ego. To go out there, make something happen, bring a solution to where apparently there's no solution. A fighter, and that's what he did. He was a war hero according to the papers. Now this one, which motivated him by his potential, and together with his potential was a 22, he's going to do something that not everybody does. That's for sure. And when you go here, anyone born in August is already born into power. Into power. The majority into money. Because the 8 is about power, it's about status, it's about abundance. So he was born in August, the 29th of August. Now this is very powerful. This is very powerful. What is not so powerful is the 20/2. Why? Is it because it's a bad number? Not at all. Actually, it's a good number. The problem is it's way too good for comfort. Because it's highly sensitive. Anything you do, you stop and analyze it and go into self-judgment. Because you want to do things right. And things right, it's not always possible. Well, by the way, do things right, it's something that is quite relative in this world. But what I'm trying to say is that all his individuality, all his self-assurance, confidence, and so on, and power, was always overshadowed by the 2. Because the 2 is, am I doing this right? Am I hurting him? Is this going to work for her? You know, it's always this going. And that creates like an inner tension that is crazy. Trust me, it is. Okay? Now, let's see. If you go to the grid of Pythagoras, 3, 6, 9 full, this man is highly intelligent. You see, he knew so many things that he had no clue how he knew them. And to put them across, the points he saw as solution, I'm not sure that everyone was ready for that. See, I'm not even sure that he was ready for that. Because having a vision is one thing. Being able to materialize it, it's another thing. How do we know that he was highly intelligent? 3, 6, 9 full, and his day of birth. That's an 11. So trust me, when you talk about intelligence, he was highly intelligent. Why wasn't he able to put it all out there and really become the President of the United States? Because of this too. I know that Barack Obama was at 22, but the other numbers were very different. Overshadowed by the 2. Because the 2, in this specific case, brings timidity. You are not sure. You're timid. So you kind of stay back. That's what 2s do the best. Stay back and watch and let's see. It's like contradictory, isn't it? Because he's motivated by leadership, he was educated in leadership, he was born in the lion, which is the 8. So he's got ego, lion. And then has to go through the goose. You know, goose, they can travel many, many miles, but in a group. Because alone they're lost. This man, so many times, he scratched his head. He had the vision he probably did not understand. He had the vision that he could not see. How am I going to put this, materialize this? Now let's go through his life. From 0 to 34, he lived in a karma zone. Because his challenge was a 6, this really emphasizes the 2 here. So if the 2 can be timid and unsure, insecure, when you are way too perfectionist. Can you put it together? So I'm timid, I'm insecure, and I am a perfectionist. I will always doubt myself. Was that his case? Many times, yes. I'm not saying all the time, because obviously he was in the army, he was a pilot for the Air Force, he did a lot of things, but yes, he was caught and he was a prisoner of war for a long time. Anyway, when he reached 35, at 35, he moved into the energy 3. Now, the energy 3, it's all about expression, communication, emotion, creativity, beauty. Well, I think he was in trouble there. Look at the 1 here. Challenge 1. When we have a challenge 1, you need to put this together. 1 is the independent. The I can do whatever I have in me because I have the ability to make it happen. When it's a challenge, it's telling me, telling you that there's something or someone keeping you from being or doing that which you would like to do or be. It was a prison of war. Right there. So there you go. You're in jail. At 43, 44, he moved into the energy 4, which is worker, which is about organization, getting things going. You see, I don't know when he entered politics, probably around there, but this 4 together with this 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 22, well, it can make him a master of order, structure, a solid foundation, trustworthy, someone you can count on. Someone you can count on. That was a period of time that was very powerful in these characteristics. However, his challenge was a 5. Now, from 34, 35 to 43, 44, he was under a challenge 1. So something kept him in prison. Kept him from doing what he would like to do or be what he would like to be. From 43, 44 to 52, 53, now he has a challenge 5. And the challenge 5 is all about problems with my freedom. It's kind of the same. The only difference is this can make you authoritarian, the challenge 1, and this, the challenge 5, can make you impulsive, scattered. It's very confusing because the 4 wants structure, foundation, organization. That goes along with the potential, which is 22, and the 1, 2, 3 over there, 4. And then all that has to go through impulsiveness. Because he's emotional, because he's sensitive, try to put this reading as I see it intuitively. Okay? Now, he wants to be in order, structured, worker, with a vision, and with the power to do it. Yes, power, 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 power to do it. And he's impulsive. Now, when you put all that together, on top of his sensitivity and emotion, he will fluctuate. That's probably what cost him the elections. I don't know, I didn't follow them, but that's probably that. Instead of staying firm and show an image, show a posture of confidence. I am for real. And I have a solution. And I can bring you to a safe port. I remember him sometimes on TV during, you know, the debates. There was this lack of confidence coming from the, am I doing right? Am I doing right? Is this okay? Is this the best way to do it? Now, from 52 all the way to the end, he placed the 9, which is the month and the year. When you add it up, you have a 9. I am under a 9 for the rest of my life, and I can tell you it's not good news. You really need to know about this, because the 9 is all about either spiritual correction. You could go through illnesses, accidents, losses, drama. That's the 9. That's the negative, or the other side of the 9. Since I follow this, I studied this for so many years, and I've been practicing for so many years professionally, so I'm under a pinnacle 9 for the rest of my life. So I chose the other way, and the other way is philanthropy. The other way is doing what I'm doing, sharing information with people that can help you in your life. And you see these videos, you're not paying anything to watch these videos. It's a way of the 9 to share information and to live up to his frequency, vibration. 9 is about humanitarian, philanthropist. It's all about a light to help others, to enlighten the way for others. So it's one or the other. You either go into the drama, or losses and so on, or you go into serving. It's all about serving. I remember one of my dearest teachers that I love so much. Every time I hear him talk, it like really touches my soul. Wayne Dyer. He said, you know, there comes a time when the only thing left for you to do with your life is give it away. There's nothing else you can do with your life but give it away. And as you do so, the universe will always respond to your needs, your daily needs and more. And you're also telling the universe, if I am giving my life away, it is because I don't want to come back to this realm, to this dimension, to this school. So the 9 means that. Obviously, we're not the same age. And when I say age, it's spiritual age. Some souls are way older. Others are younger. Yet we have the same numbers, or similar numbers. What I'm trying to say to you is that recognizing the light, it's not always obvious. You need to have a lot of lives lived, a lot of memory acquired to be able to do so. But if you listen to my words and you go within and really ask those questions, if you're under a 9, well, do that. You know what? I'm going to live in the moment. And I'm going to love myself and love others. I don't have to go sleep with others, but I have to love them. I do have to love them. You see, it's not that I have to, I want to. The universal love, which is Namaste. I honor divinity in you. I recognize your existence. And this is no bull. It's true. Feel it. Feel it. So the 9 over here brought him a lot of downward, because he entered at 52, 53. So all the politics, all the so-called failures, bad luck, and this, and that, and that, and that, happened after 52, 53. However, this cannot only be on the negative or the least positive. It has to be, there's always a bit of the other side too. And I'm sure this man was a philanthropist. That deep inside, the love felt, the universal love felt by the 9, the 2, the 11. Because see, this, and this, it's very much connected to life, to people. So there's, I mean, I don't see how you could bypass the philanthropy, the wanting to do good, help out. See, I don't want to go on and on and on with this reading, but I can tell you that this man, and it's not because he's dead, this man was a good man. I'm not saying that he was clear in his mind and in his emotions. Far from it, because there's a lot of contradiction, as you could see through this quick reading. But down deep inside, or even I hope you enjoyed the reading on John McCain. It's always fascinating how numbers speak. In case you don't know, the universe exists because of numbers. This video, your phone, your DNA, everything you can think of or not think of is controlled by numbers. We are the product, or should I say, we are the manifestation of a code. We're not this, we're just doing this. If you want to find out more about yourself, for example, about your life code, and what to expect, your strengths, your weaknesses, your potential, and so on, well, write to me. Get in contact with me, and we'll do it. Okay? This is António speaking. Thank you so much.